Welcome back, everyone. Fun hour here on Core Swords Week 39. Are we going in? What'd you guys decide?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna go back and fight them.
Okay.
Okay. So set the scene for me here. Are you just gonna like
roll up there and what's up, motherfucker?
walk through the front door, head into the woods, and just be like
walking through the
we
gate.
We all got sunglasses, and it's really slow motion as we're walking towards the woods, just like
smoldering,
real badass music.
Smoldering, fucking overgrown and fucking burnt up trees are there. We're just kicking it aside, all slow mo like.
I think we're sending.
Did a special track just for this.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're sending Ziva in ahead to scout out stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. We kind of like, even before we even go into the grounds, we'll send her in and then she'll like, I don't know, there's some sort of signal that she flashes back to us, either in the inn with like a piece of glass or something like that to say that the coast is clear.
Right.
And then we're working our way in.
Firing off that dwarven flare gun.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I do like the idea. Yeah, just like a mirror, just like shine it back at the building because you can see the yard.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Ziva, how do you get in? Do you just go through the front gates, or you climb the wall, or?
No, I go over the wall again.
Okay. All right. So you climb the wall near the edge of the forest, and I think that you can see once you get into the yard that this place is even more overgrown than before. It's going to be helpful for you because of stealth, but like the grass is all grown up to like your armpit. It's gotten quite high. There's all kinds of like trees kind of starting to spring up elsewhere. You can see the burnt part of the forest, and then beyond it the deeper like thicket of woods. And yeah, it seems like everything here is just growing much more quickly than it should. I mean, you're no, gardener, but you know, but you can tell something isn't right here. That it just shouldn't like.
Yeah.
It's many years of growth over a few days. So these trees are all kind of like growing into each other, and things are getting kind of strange around here. So you start stalking towards the forest. Can you make a stealth check for me, please?
Yeah.
All right.
That's a great stealth.
Pretty low for a +9.
That's what happens.
Very
We
low.
have a +9.
We send
Very
our
low.
guest in by herself, and then when she dies, we're just like, well, I guess we're not going today, boys. We wait for a new adventure to show up.
Berg lives again.
We see you sneak out into the woods, and then the next thing we see is Enoch hammering up an adventurer wanted sign.
Exactly.
Just one sneaky adventurer wanted. Okay, so you start to head towards tell me about your approach here. So you know where you're going, you know the direction you need to go from here, and you know more or less how to get there. Do you want to like do anything in particular on your way, or are you just like quietly, slowly moving your way through the thing as directly as possible?
Yeah, I want to go past the fountain on my way there to see if that statue has returned to its place.
Okay.
Or if it's wandering around somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna head there first.
Yeah.
All right. So you make your way to the fountain, and I think before you get there, you hear music coming from the direction of the fountain. Someone is playing like a fiddle, maybe, and you can hear maybe someone playing a flute, and there's like a tambourine someone's like banging on.
Okay.
Yeah, you can hear that in the direction of the fountain. It's not in visual range yet.
Okay. I mean, I'm just going to keep going forward, but still stay out of sight.
Okay. All right. So once you get there, once you get closer, you can see that the statue is indeed still there. It's still shed all of its like stuff. So it's this weird kind of strangely carved, vaguely humanoid shaped statue, and it's just frozen in place. It has its hands up in the air, but from its hands, someone has taken like rope and string and tied them out onto like tree branches nearby, and hanging from the string are little pennants, so little like triangles, like bunting of purple and blue and black cloth, and those are hanging out. There are scattered through the bushes, there are little lanterns. They're unlit right now, but they're just kind of scattered all around. and you can see probably like a dozen or more of those little like darklings, and they're just like dancing around the foot of the statue. Some of them are playing instruments, and yeah, they're all over the place.
Okay. I'm gonna stay out of sight and just go toward where the gazebo is.
Okay, just kind of like back into.
Yeah, just like making a mental note that there.
Yep. Totally. Okay. And so you continue. Yeah, and you don't get the impression that it's a ritual. Like it looks like a little like festival or something. Like they were just like singing and dancing around like a maypole essentially. And so you leave that behind and you continue to skulk through the woods. And I think this time the trip is a little bit more difficult. You're climbing over logs that have fallen. The roots of these trees have grown gnarled and thick together. So there are places where you have to like duck under them to continue or like scale up the side of a cluster of like gnarled wood. And it gets, despite the fact that you know for a fact that it's daytime, you get to a point where you're deep enough into the woods that it's barely visible. It's hot and it's dark, and everywhere around you, like your hands are covered in like sap from climbing the trees. I guess your gloves are, and you can feel like sweat running down your back and beating on your forehead because you're in this like hot dark forest. But very little of the sunlight is getting through the branches above because they've all grown together. You hear something like snap or crack behind you. You turn to look, but you see nothing but shadow.
Okay.
The gazebo is somewhere beyond. You want to carry on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you continue towards the gazebo. As you reach the edge, you can see now that the hedges have given up all shape. They've just kind of grown gnarled together. They form kind of like an archway over the old path, which has been broken up now by roots and weeds that have grown up around him. And the immediate smell of like the death is in your nose. You can smell like obvious like the corpse stench from somewhere beyond, and then that heavy kind of like iron, that metallic coppery smell, that sweet smell of the orchids is present everywhere. And I think that as you climb up over a root to look down towards the gazebo, you see a couple of tiny creatures. They're I think yay big, like a couple of inches, maybe a foot. There's 3 of them. One of them is wearing like a little acorn as a hat. And they all have a little like green clothes, but their clothes are made out of like cut leaves, but sewn to look like noble clothes. There's a woman with like a dress made out of like a daisy's petals chained together. And then there's like a man, the one with the little hat has a little tiny sword. And then there's another man wearing a little crown that appears to be like a drop of water that hasn't broken yet. So it's just kind of like sitting and like quivering on his head. And he's got like a little long cape. And the 3 of them make a little procession in front of you. They like walk by kind of like marching and stuff in front of you. And maybe they like climb over in front of your hands on the branch that you've just pulled yourself up onto.
Do they see me? They just don't care that I'm there? Or?
They either don't see you, or they do and don't notice, or you're hallucinating. One of those things is occurring.
Do I know what these are?
You could make a Arcana check if you wanted to.
Okay. 10.
I think probably like you have I don't know, like do you your grandparents aren't alive anymore, right? I think.
Right.
Okay.
Like, do I know if they are gonna attack on site?
I mean, that you don't know if they're KOS, but they are. I think probably you would know them as Leishoi or Leshi, depending on your dialect. They're forest spirits. That's you remember like a story your grandmother told you once about like leaving out milk for the Leishoi, and that's the first thing you think of.
Okay.
Yeah, and so they just kind of like walk by and like don't really like look at you unless you say something or do something.
Yeah. So as they're like walking past, I just say, "Hello there."
The one with the little acorn crown and the sword like points the sword at you and sneers, and says something like really quietly, like it makes a little squeaking sound. The one with the quivering like water drop crown puts his hand out in front of the woman in the dress, like as if to protect her.
Mm.
And yeah, they stop and like look at you.
I mean you no harm. My name is Ziva. I am looking for some friends of mine. Have you seen anyone?
And they kind of like look back and forth, and yeah, they if they understand you, they don't make any effort, and they're kind of like backing away, like you frightened them.
Oh, okay. I guess if they don't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe like you just startled them, and you can't. They're talking too quietly for you to hear because they're so like little. But they're not talking. They don't seem to be addressing you. The little knight is like trying to protect the people that he's with, the little nobles.
Okay. Can I just like watch them leave then and just not move and don't do anything? Okay.
Yeah. The three of them reach the end of the route that you're climbing up of. And then they stop, and little like wasp wings like pop out of their back from under their clothes, and they just like buzz away. They fly off.
That was weird.
Yeah.
To myself, I'm just like, that was weird. Do we see? So I can see the gazebo from here.
Yeah, you can get a little closer to see inside the gazebo if you want to.
Okay. Do I see like the wolves anywhere?
No, because all of the overgrown hedges kind of block your vision of them, or where they would be.
But if I move forward, then I can see whether or not the wolves were there.
Yeah, you can sneak up.
I'll move forward a little bit more just so I can see whether or not the wolves are there.
Okay. All right. So you sneak up and peer around the edge of a hedge, and you can see the gazebo. You don't see any wolves. You see one of the servants that you saw before. The one that is, I'll try to give you an adequate amount of detail without being too gross about this. The one that was missing an arm, though now they're missing the whole rest of their arm and one of their legs. They're lying on the ground. They seem barely conscious. They're kind of babbling and like rolling around. But as they roll, you can see their clothes are like stuck to the floor by the congealed like blood that they're lying in. Because it's hot, right? So the blood is like congealed, and they're sort of stuck to the floor. And they're moaning and kind of rolling a little bit. And next to them, you can see there's a man. He looks to be in his like mid-20s, and he's whistling, and he's sharpening an axe. So he's just like whistling to himself and like sharpening this axe. He's wearing like furs. He's got a big like fur kind of collar, and wearing the robes of like a mountains traveler. And so he's just like kind of whistling to himself and running this whetstone over an axe.
Okay. Can I signal the mirror thing now?
You'd have to get up higher because you're very deep in the you're deep in the woods.
Can I climb a tree?
Yes. Yeah, you could climb a tree. Yeah, I don't think that would be difficult. Okay, so you like climb up the tree and kind of poke your head up out of the tree, and you can see the city and the edge of the wall there, and you can see the inn. You kind of like, so we cut to the inside of the inn, and Enoch, you see the flashing.
Okay. I think I've just been standing at the window, the entire time waiting for this. So, and it's been like, I don't know, like what, an hour since she left?
Oh, longer than that.
Okay.
Long enough that you're like, no, that's it. She died.
Yeah. No, I'm
There've been
starting
several times where you've had to be like, oh God, like she's got to be dead.
Yeah. Okay. So the second I see that, I just say, it's time. We gotta go, and like jump out the. I don't jump out the window. I fucking run down the stairs, collect everyone, and try to get over there as fast as possible.
Okay. All right. So everybody, you gather your stuff and you head out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you, Jiva? Where do you wait? Do you wait up in the tree, or do you climb down? Or
yeah, I'm gonna wait at the, like, kind of at the lower branches of the tree, so that I could see them if they were starting to walk up, but not on the ground.
Okay. All right. So from here you can see the man with the axe and the wolf and the servant, or the wolf area and the servant, and I think you see one of the other wolves like walk up out of the brush, and lick its chops and kind of growl at the injured man on the ground. And the one with the axe turns to him and shakes his head and like waves his finger, and he says something in a language you don't speak. And the wolf snarls and kind of like puts its hackles up. And the guy with the axe, he like thumbs the edge of it and looks at the guy on the floor who is like trying to crawl away. He walks over with the axe and he says something to him, and you can hear the servant like begging. He's like, "Please, no more." And then the guy proceeds to use the axe to remove his other leg. It takes several swings, and
Can I interrupt him before he does that?
yeah, sure. So he like hefts the axe up on his shoulder and takes like he's taking stock of the situation. He's about to bring it down on him.
Yeah, I'm like standing on the limb of the tree, and I just like yell out, "I wouldn't do that if I were you."
And so he stops, he turns and looks, and the wolf looks too and like growls. Yeah, and so you've got this guy's attention. He's got long gray hair, like gray well sooner than you would expect for someone that looks as young as him. He has light brown skin, and I think you can't really tell much more from this distance. He looks like a young like woodsman's son. And he stops and he looks up at you and he curls his lip back. Did you say anything else?
You said earlier he spoke a language that I didn't understand, so I don't know if he speaks common or not.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll just after I say that and he looks up at me, I like kind of lean against the trunk of the tree,
Mm-hmm.
and I just say, "Death comes for people like you, monsters. Death's on its way for you. You might want to leave before you meet death."
And he looks up at you and he grins and he says, "Aren't you bold, little squirrel? Why don't you come down here where I can hear you? I've just finished preparing a meal." And he like looks over and we see the servant like groaning like, "Oh, please, no." And he just kind of like hefts the axe and he says, "Don't make us come up there and get you."
And I like kind of laugh and I'm just like, "You heard me just fine. I'd like to see a wolf climb a tree."
I think when you look down, yeah, the other wolf is like pacing around the base of the tree, and it kind of like jumps up on the tree and like barks at you. And he says, he says, "We don't have to climb. Where are you going to go? You have no food or water up there."
I had falafel earlier today, thank you.
He shakes his head and he says something. He like snarls a command at the other wolf, and the wolf just kind of like curls up at the bottom of the tree and like looks up at you and like just like sits down.
Yeah. That's fine. You can wait. I'm waiting for someone too.
And he says, "Sorry, JP, help me remind me which of your servants is which." So the one we said that was injured, not dead. No, the one that was gone, the one that was eaten the last time we saw them. Which one was that?
Idris was the one that I think was killed first.
Right,
Naba,
and Idris was the older guy.
he was
right?
the major domo, yeah.
Okay.
The Squire Lamech was probably the one defending. Naba, who was probably the youngest one. So Naba's probably
it's Lamech. It's Lamech that's on the ground now. Yeah.
yeah, and Naba's probably the one that's alive. Or
Yeah,
unharmed.
we don't see her around, so she's
Gotcha.
either totally eaten or is fine.
Sure.
Okay, all right. So he says you're waiting for Enoch and his friends. Berg, the big one. Ramus, priest.
I don't say anything.
He shakes his head. He says, "It's fine, child. Come down here. Eat with us. Join us a moment."
I'm not a child. I'm a halfling. And I'm not hungry, as I said before. And I sit down on the limb and I pull out my sketchbook and I start drawing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he shakes his head and he says, well, if you're going to stay, let's play a little music for you. And he turns with the axe back toward Lamech, who like screams weakly in terror.
Can I pull out my crossbow?
Mm-hmm.
Fire a shot at him?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. How long is it going to take the other guys to get here?
Probably a while.
Like an hour.
They are bigger than me. They can travel further, quicker.
Yeah, you're also better at like getting around. Like it's actually easier for you to travel. Okay, so you hit him. So you just like shoot him like in the back, just shoot him in the shoulder.
Well, how much damage is, or how hurt is he going to be with this?
However
D8 plus
however
dex.
much damage you do. Yeah, 4.
Can I just shoot him like in the arm? Like,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
he
I was thinking like the back of the shoulder or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you shoot at him, and he staggers slightly, and he turns around, and looks up at you, and he shakes his head, and he's like, "Well, that wasn't very nice." And he like yanks the coral out and throws it on the ground. And he looks up. He's like, "You have my attention, and so what? You're going to shoot me with your little bow? Make me stop hurting this poor man. He'll die one way or another."
You don't look like a doctor. I don't think you know that.
He grins and he says, "Oh, he'll die. Don't you worry." And he says the "don't you worry" as much to his little friend as he does to you, right? Like he's promising this to the guy, like, "Don't worry."
Yeah. Okay. Well, that didn't stop him. It's kind of hoping. Shit. I don't know. And there's just how many wolves are here now?
Just the 2. Well, there's the wolf and then the guy you're talking to.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one at the bottom of the tree.
Okay. Shit, I don't know. I mean, other than shooting at him again, I don't know what else to do at this point because I just have to wait for everyone else to get here. So
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's a moment where the two of you are just kind of like staring at each other, and and so he waits. So we cut to the group of you, and I guess here's the thing. Like let's resolve this situation because you were trying to get him to stop doing something. What do you do? Like, do you watch? Do you hide? Do we see you like covering your ears when he like butchers the servant in front of you?
I like don't recoil, but I'm not like excited or like interested in what's happening.
Sure, yeah. I just mean like do we see you like close your eyes and look away? Do you cover your ears? Like
Kind of in like horror, I watch and then like turn away as it starts to get worse.
Okay, so I think that's the thing is like we see him, he hefts the axe and he turns around and we see there's like a trail of blood that's like smeared away from this guy. He's gotten a good like 2 meters away while you're having this conversation. And so the man with the axe turns and he's like, "Come here." And he walks over and we see him grab the servant by the scruff of the neck. And we cut to the other group of you, and you hear in the distance, you hear a scream of terror through the woods. And I don't know, are you like, how fast are you trying to get through the woods here? Are you like running or are you like being
I would say we're like mid stride when that occurs, and at least I pick up my pace because I probably recognize the scream. Maybe, I don't know, you can tell me that.
I don't think you've ever heard this person scream like this before.
Okay.
Like this is
We still hear
I'm
screaming.
going to
So
die.
we still hear screaming, so we don't know if that's Ziva or if it's something happened enough to cause a scream.
Mm-hmm.
And so I at least pick up my pace.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd imagine the scream isn't good, so we're probably all
Who's
good.
leading this little expedition?
I think I am.
Okay.
I think I'm in the front guiding us.
Okay, yeah. Can you make a survival check? I think someone can help. One of the other two will help you.
You should help, Berg.
Yeah, I'll help.
18.
Okay, you got an 18. All right. So I will tell you this: the forest has reconfigured itself since the last time you got here, right? Like things, you find yourself getting turned around or starting to get turned around and then finding your bearings. If you weren't as on the ball as you are, it would be very easy to get lost, despite the fact that these woods are not that like big. But yeah, you keep seeing things. You're like, this wasn't like this before, and like most of the signs of civilization, like the pathways and the statuary and stuff, have all but vanished in the dark wood. And you find yourselves getting closer to where you think the thing is. And I think, again, like I told Anne, you can smell the blood orchids in the air, and you can smell the obvious scent of death.
Okay.
Gross.
So you're basically like on the threshold. Like if you go any further, they'll hear you coming through the woods.
Not if we stealth. Everyone roll for stealth now.
I mean, we can definitely try rolling
We
for
could.
stealth.
I mean,
but
what if we do? You know, why not?
I have very high stealth. I know the two of you don't. In fact, you roll with disadvantage, so I know you don't.
Inspiration?
It would just
I don't roll
negate
with
it.
disadvantage.
Should I use it?
We can
Or
roll
I should
stealth.
probably wait.
Dan, you should roll first, and then I'll roll
Okay.
second.
I have a 2. So here we go.
Hey!
Oh my god. Double crit.
Okay.
All right, I'll roll second without inspiration. Not okay. 16.
Should I use inspiration? I don't.
It's kind of a high stealth so far. Your call. You don't
I don't know
really
if it's
need
worth
you don't really need inspiration for combat because you roll. I mean, from my perspective, you tell me. I don't know. I can't make the call. It's your character.
Yeah, I've just been sitting on this inspiration. I'm just gonna use it. Fuck it.
You go ahead and roll.
All right. And stealth.
Hey!
I didn't even need it.
It's fine though.
Okay.
Stupid game.
They're good rolls.
So I've rolled I've made the roll for them because the three of you don't know how, like, whether they notice or not. However, you see Ziva, you see the guy with the axe is now busy, like, with a knife, making steaks. But the wolf at the base of the tree suddenly, like, sits up and, like, sniffs the air and, like, barks at the other guy. And he turns and he brings a bloody hand to his lips and he whistles loudly. I think the three of you approaching, you hear a loud whistle. And Ziva, you see two of these wolves appear basically from nowhere and run into the woods.
Telling us those amazing rolls we just made didn't even matter.
They have advantage on perception rolls, and I rolled pretty good. So
Shit.
yeah.
Oh.
So how far
It's
away
fine.
are there? I'll just, like, I yell out, three wolves, one man, let's party. And I, like, jump down from the tree.
Okay.
Wait, how far are we from? Well, we don't know that. Never mind. I can't ask that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the group of you hear like branches breaking, and then you hear Ziva shout, and then Ziva, you jump down. So I think let me bring you over to the map. I think that I might need to add, like, another map to the bottom of this to show the rest of you being kind of far away.
Right.
So let me just throw like a random. I got a forest map I can use here. But yes, you've all failed at your stealth roll, and they're coming for you. What's the plan here? Feel free to strategize. You have a moment to discuss what you're going to do. I'm going to look for this map. So
And
I'm gonna-
should not jump down from the tree.
Yeah.
I have short swords.
Yeah,
cro-
but they're gonna murder you because you have low AC. Is what I'm saying.
They're going after you guys.
Two of
two of them are.
Three. He
There's
said,
one still at the bottom of the tree next to you.
I thought he said all three of them went to you.
One of them is at the bottom of the tree.
Oh.
One of them is by the gazebo, and then there are two that just, like, kind of sprung up out of nowhere and then took off.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the three wolves went toward you guys, and then the one, just the man, was still.
You can, yeah. I mean, you can choose not to have jumped down if that
If
makes
you
sense.
jump down, it's literally oh fuck, and then you're dead.
I misunderstood because I thought all the wolves left. Is
Gotcha.
what-
Yeah. I think for the rest of us, like, fucking get that bless up, and we're just gonna start single targeting them down and see what happens. I hope I can do damage to them. Dan would probably just get bless up, get your sword out, and start fucking.
Yeah, like if we're able to hear her warning, then we would start looking for wolves.
My reaction would be going into a rage if imminent danger is as they come into battle range. Whenever I get an action, I'll just go into
imminent
rage.
danger is imminent. Yeah.
Y'all might need to refresh because I edited the map on the fly. Let me move you off of it and then back on. And if it doesn't work, then just.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to avoid going into a rage and then not attacking anything for a round and having a problem. You know what I mean?
That's the risk.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Did you change the map back and forth, Adam?
I did. Yeah. Try and.
All right. Let me refresh.
Control. Yeah.
What am I supposed to be seeing?
I see the forest map.
I see the forest map. I just don't see the wolves.
A long forest map and then
the gazebo on top.
The gazebo on top.
Yep.
Okay, now let me put the.
It's happening, guys. Look at the blood orchids.
Let me put the wolves on the map here.
Those blood orchids look neatly arranged. That's not how they were
beautiful.
described.
This is the original. This is the original setup of the situation.
And then there's Ziva up in a tree.
Triva, if you will.
Triva. Yeah.
All right, give me 1 second to get these other wolves squared away for you.
All right, I'll just jump from position to position.
Okay, so the two wolves, we're going to start them out here in the woods. There's another wolf by the base of the tree. And then there is a dude standing around over here, the werewolf man. So if we could
also, yes, I would remind you danger sense for everything. Everything is
good. Thank you for that. I'm really glad to have been reminded of danger sense. I would have forgotten. I forgot that you had that ability. All right, so go ahead and click your token and roll initiative, and we'll see how much we can get done.
Okay. Yeah, I know we're kind of getting to the end here.
13, 23. Gotta be to 20, 17, 20. Hey, I go at the same time.
Okay. So the wolves, you can see from where you're at, they're about 150 feet from you, running across this kind of open area. And Jiva, you are first. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna take another shot at the guy that I hit before.
Okay. Sure. Please do.
8. No.
You miss, unfortunately.
Oh, she missed.
Okay, so you fire and it like clatters off the stone, and he looks up and he scowls, and then he grins and he's like, "I think your friends are here."
Laugh it up, wolf boy.
I say bad news for you, and I stay where I am.
Okay.
How bad is it going to be if we all die? Bad news for you. Just like cut to the wolf ripping like our throats out.
Yeah.
I am now a tree halfling, and
Do you want to do exactly? You're a squirrel. You live up here. Do you want to do anything else while you're up here?
You could hide.
In the tree that he knows that I'm in.
You can hide among the branches.
Mechanically, you can still hide. It's up to him.
Sure.
You have cover and stuff too. Like he knows you're in the tree, but you could like duck and jump out of the way, and like he could lose sight of you.
It's a good spot to be in against these wolves. I mean,
yeah,
it's great to be up a tree while there's
like these wolves can climb trees with their human hands or something. So I'll hide in the tree.
They're not animorphs. They can't like go halfway between.
Aren't they?
Can't they?
It's not fucking Tobias up in this shit walking around as a wolf, okay?
it's a fantasy world. He can make up whatever he wants. Suddenly spiders fall from the trees above us that we weren't looking at.
So Enoch, you and the wolves go. The wolves actually go before you because there's a tie. So I'm gonna move them, and then we'll see what happens.
Bird flies into a rage, holding action.
So, let's see. Movement to 40. So they are running towards you at maximum speed, so they can move 80 feet from where they are.
God, I hope we just kill the fuck out of them. Come on, guys. Let's big rolls. All right, positive thoughts.
Okay, the
Sorry
one
if there's slight
of the
echo to my
base
thoughts.
is gonna hold its action and look up the tree at you. It's kind of like whining and like clawing at the branches, or clawing at the bark, trying to see you. The one down here, this guy's gonna just like start slowly like walking, just going for a walk.
Okay. Wait, the one down where? I don't see the.
Sorry, the one in the gazebo. He started to move.
Right here.
Yes, that one.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he's got his big axe on his shoulder, and he's just like sauntering this way. Enoch, it is your turn.
I will open up. I'm actually gonna hold action till. No, Berg's not even gonna get in range. I'm gonna take 3 shots at this top one with sharpshooter and just see how it goes. First shot. 8, probably miss. Second shot,
Definitely a miss.
crit.
Okay.
Nice.
I rolled a
Wow.
1. I mean, I guess crits don't matter at all.
The
18
crit's
damage.
barely anything for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
18 damage. Third shot, 7 again, miss.
Okay. All right. So the 2 shots miss, right? One hits the ground in front of it. You aim again. You fire. I think it's like 3 shots, and the second one hits. The third one goes past it because they're running at you very quickly. It hits the wolf like right in the eye, and the wolf yelps like stepped on dog sound and like tumbles, and then picks itself up, shakes his head. The other wolf grabs the coral with its teeth and yanks it out, and there's like a spray of like viscera and stuff.
Yeah.
And the wolf blinks, shakes its head a couple of times, and then looks at you through the bloody surface of a perfect eyeball.
Cool. They
And
can
then
regen. That's
yeah,
great.
and then they snarl, and continue running at you.
That's what I thought.
Berg.
Awesome. Berg flies into a berserker rage. And we're far away. We're pretty fucking far. Berg can move twice. I guess he could get there and fight, huh?
You couldn't get there and attack.
I couldn't get there and attack, though, yeah. All right, you know what? I guess I'll just move up 40 feet here-ish. Since we're right out in the open, there is no, like, cover. And, yeah, I'll hold action to attack whatever gets in, comes at me. If that's the thing I can do. I don't know if I can.
Okay. Yeah. So you move up and fly. You run forward, flying into a rage.
Into a rage, yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm just got to ping this spot. All right, we'll go there.
It's right here.
Poof.
I have that hard time too, figuring out how far I want to move and then remembering that exact hex.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
After-
I mean, if
yeah.
me and you had a good understanding and grasp of that, the whole shift thing, it still intimidates me to this day. I
No,
just don't do
does.
it.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, everything I do is shown on screen, so I can't do it. and look like a
Exactly
fool.
right. Yeah, everyone extra sees what you do.
Yeah, I mean, I do that and then it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Just hold down the token and press the space bar.
Okay. So Ramus, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so I guess I will cast Bless on the 3 of us. So we are all 3 blessed.
Okay. And everybody's within range of one another for that.
Yep, all within 30 feet of me.
Bert, move back where you.
I'm playing around with stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So all three of you become blessed. Can you put blessed in the chat there just so we all know what it does? 'Cause
Sure.
It's been a little while. And it lasts for 10 rounds?
Yep, 10 rounds.
Did you say what your bless looks like in the new Ramus? Did you ever describe that?
It's not so much a visual thing as just each of you feel uncomfortable, like someone's watching you, and if you mess up, they're gonna be really angry with you. It's that sort of feeling that gives you that extra.
Your dad
Yeah.
is
Okay.
watching you, and you want to impress him.
It's the feeling of the knife's edge, right? Where you're just like, it's like realizing you're standing on the edge of a building or something that one misstep could kill you, and so it drives you. You're full of adrenaline. Your heart's pumping.
Mhm.
Yeah, cool.
Gotcha.
I don't want to make Papa Ramus upset.
All right, Ramus. So you cast your spell. Meanwhile, Ziva, what do you want to do?
Ooh.
Can I shoot at the man again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. All right. Take another shot, and you
You're just sitting there like,
now if you
why are you doing this?
if you hide first, if you take your bonus action to roll stealth, next time you attack, you have advantage on your attack rolls.
But didn't I hide last round?
You didn't roll stealth, so no, you were not hiding.
Oh, but I said I was gonna hide.
Well, I didn't see your stealth, so I assumed you changed your mind about that.
To do that.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead and do it now.
Okay.
Oh, for hide, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I didn't realize I had to.
Yeah,
roll.
sorry, that I didn't realize that wasn't clear.
Okay. So I got
15. Okay, so on the next turn before you attack, I'll roll to see if he beats you, and if he does, then you don't have advantage. But otherwise, you'll get advantage to hit him.
okay.
Okay, let's see. How far away is the tree you are in? Let's see. 30 feet needs to be. Okay, so he turns this corner, and the tree is 30 feet, and he can get 30. Okay, perfect. So he moves towards you, and as he does, you know that like song he was like whistling to himself before, right? He starts to sing. In that language you understand, and in his free hand, aside from the axe, he holds his hand out, and blue and white flames begin to like lick up around his hand until he has a ball of fire in his hand.
Cool.
Let's
Nice.
see if he can see you first off.
He's a caster as well. That's fun.
2d20. I think I did this right. Okay, yes, he can see you. So he's gonna throw this ball of fire at you.
Okay.
And light the tree on fire.
That was his alternate plan, yeah. So he can attack with it, though doing so ends the spell. Hurls the flame at a target.
Caster regenerating werewolves. This is good.
We don't know if it's regenerating or if it's immunity.
Could be, maybe.
He misses. So he
Thank
throws
God
it,
it's not a fireball.
just makes a little ball of fire and hucks it up at you. And I think it hits the tree and splashes on the branches. Little bits of like liquid fire kind of like hit your cloak, but nothing ignites. And he scowls and shakes his head. Meanwhile,
He really
wolves-
screwed the pooch there.
I laugh.
the wolves.
Thanks, Dan.
Let's see here. The wolves throw themselves at Berg.
Good luck, Berg.
So Berg, the two wolves come snarling at you, and as they do, you can hear the like cracking of bone and
Yep.
the sound of their flesh like changing, and you can see their teeth kind of as they bear them about to bite you. They start to like spread apart, and blood gushes from their mouths as their jaws reform, and they have like a jagged mess of like sharp bone in where their teeth are. So their skull reforms, and yeah, they're not just wolves. They're just big, scary, bone protruding hell dogs. And here
These
we
are
go.
no normal wolves. We are aware. Attack me.
So here's the first bite.
Oh, Gassy, you were holding action, right?
I was holding
no.
action if it was possible to do, but I only moved once.
You do still have your action. Okay,
Yep.
so you can swing at them as they attack you. Sure.
Yeah. It's only normal too because I just went into. Is it? Yeah, because this is. Does that work that
you
way?
You said you berserked and then held action.
I berserked and then held action. Yeah. So is it
Yeah.
just the 2 or is it 3?
No, it's not. You don't get your bonus action. You just get the 2 attacks.
The 2 base attacks, right? Okay. Whoop.
Hey.
Nice. Bam.
Don't forget, you also have bless throughout all this.
Yeah.
If you need it.
So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 total with 2 necrotic.
Okay. Sounds good. So you,
How does
as
that
they
damage
run,
look?
as they run up at you, you slam your hammer into one of them, and it yelps in pain.
Batter up.
And then you have another attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh
Crit.
my
Nice.
God, that's what I like to
Motherfucker.
fucking see. Making
Nice,
big
good.
damage.
This is a guy I'm hit, by the way. So we do have that ratio of the D8, right?
Yeah, don't forget that extra D8.
You rolled a 1.
Stop making me feel bad.
No, you did great. You did great.
Yeah.
14.
We're not sad at you. We're sad at the situation.
No, roll the
19 damage.
How much? How much
1,
damage?
19, he said. 1d8.
Oh, there you go.
There you
Additional
go.
6. Fuck yeah.
So is that 25? Right?
Okay.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah. So two thunder strike attacks, just bang bang. You hit the thing as the wolves fall on you. The first one comes in, and you barely get hit. It like snaps at you, and like I think it grabs your cloak or something. It doesn't hit you. And then the second one.
He hit me with that first one. My AC is 18.
No.
Oh. You said
The
barely
second
get
one-
hit. That's why I was.
Yeah, sorry. The second one hits you though, because he got a 26. So.
Oh, this is the pack. Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Pack.
So you take 8 damage.
Is
and
it, do I actually take 8, or is it halved?
No, it's halved. Yeah, you
Okay,
take
good.
8 piercing.
Thank God.
Because what we figured out before, it's magic, but it doesn't.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. Because we had the discussion before. Cool.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy, I love these.
Oh, you're gonna get knocked down.
I got a +4 in it, so that's cool.
Wait, did you say and or and?
And
Yeah.
sorry.
With a
And.
B.
Big bucks, no Emmys.
No.
Oh.
That's some
Why?
big bucks.
Well, you have bless, but is 9
Oh, I do
enough
have
to
plus. Yeah, I forgot.
pass it or not?
I mean, you can roll if you want to.
Roll d4.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna matter, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Let's do it anyways.
8.
Big ol' 8.
How about 8, Adam?
Okay. So you fail the save. The wolf sinks its teeth into your leg. Nothing seems to happen.
Danger sense. That's why nothing happened.
That's good.
This wolf is going to it's gonna move and go and
Are
try
they gonna
to-
turn me into a fucking werewolf? That's stupid as sh-
Potentially.
It is how they spread.
Yeah.
Enoch, it's your turn.
All right.
You know, going out like a werewolf wouldn't be the worst way for a bird to go out.
Which one did you do damage to, Max? The left one?
Left one. This guy. Yeah, I
Okay.
hit him twice.
I'm gonna take a normal crossbow shot at the one on the right.
Okay,
Does an 18 hit?
it does.
I'm gonna use a superiority. I can't say the fucking word because I'm dumb today.
It's okay. Superiority
To
die.
enact a menacing attack, so you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Is that against my what? Is that against my DC?
Yeah.
Which is probably really bad, right?
It depends. It's based on. It's the same as like your spell casting one. I don't know what the stat is though for the DCs for these.
I don't either. Let me find the book.
Okay. I got a 16, which I think means it's saved.
That probably saves, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I use as many superiority dice on a turn?
I think you can use one per action.
Oh, okay. So I'll just have to take another shot. Let me roll the damage. It doesn't really matter.
Things get real dicey, guys. I'm just gonna drink that vial of clear liquid. I don't give a shit what it does.
Yeah, he has a vial of clear liquid they stole from an apothecary shop or whatever a long time ago and doesn't know what it is.
No idea what it does. So if if things get real dicey and I've already used my racial and I'm about to go down,
So it's 8 plus proficiency bonus, so 11
It could kill
plus
me.
dex. 14 is my DC, just so we have that. I'll write that down. According to chat, at least. I'll check it to confirm.
Yeah, check the book.
Yeah. And then I need to look up to see if I can make a second superiority
It's
dice.
one per attack.
One per attack. So
evidently.
Does a bonus action count as an extra attack if that's what I choose?
I mean,
to
if
do
you're
with my
making an
bonus?
attack roll, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's the second shot. It's a crit, but it's not going to do much damage, or any at all. 11, and then here's the bonus attack with another superiority dice on the right one, and it's a fucking goddamn it, it's a miss.
Okay.
Actually, I can choose afterwards, so it doesn't go off. I don't use the superiority die.
Okay, so you've used 2.
I've used 1.
You used 1, and it was a fail.
It was a fail, yeah, because you rolled.
Because
a
I
16.
I beat the save.
And I'm gonna look up the actual stat. And then I will move 30 feet to the left.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the thing. Oh my god, it did it. It's amazing.
Okay. Berg, there are 2 rather large.
yep, folks firing on this guy.
Okay.
3 attacks this time. Yeah, let's deal some damage before I become Wereberg. Boof.
Okay, you hit.
Oh, what the fuck? Another fucking 1? Are you kidding me? 9, 10, 11, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
And second attack. Jesus, what are these rolls?
I mean, it's damage.
14.
Okay, so 11 and then 14.
Yep. How's he looking?
Okay. Hold on. The bludgeoning damage on the second hit appears to kill him.
Appears. I don't like that word.
Yeah.
So you hit it twice. The other one bites you. You hit this one 2 more times. The second time, you feel its skull crack under the hammer, and it whimpers and then collapses at your feet, and its body is like spasming. You can hear its like bones reforming and stuff, and it's changing shape.
Oh, you have to kill him twice, probably, huh?
Well, hard to say. You can attack it again if you want, but it's not like it's lying on the ground having a seizure essentially.
Double tap. Keep killing it.
It is prone now, so you'll have advantage on this next attack.
Sure. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. And before we've wasted our third attack, he's like, "No, yeah, I was dead. I just wanted to describe it seizing up,
No,
as the nerve endings and things are freaking out."
I'm totally okay with you making your attack. This is fine.
Double tap, yeah. Fuck, I was just gonna do something. Oh, right. I just got a 6 necrotic back, right?
You don't get the 4 from the second one.
Oh, so 2. Cool. All right, let's double tap it. Poof.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Now we're
Max,
talking.
just because you've made me want to hear it, can we get R2D2, please?
Oh, sure.
Thank you for that.
All right. So you smash it again. Roll that extra damage for your half orc ability.
Racial, right? Yeah.
Yep.
4.
That's
Cool.
not
So
bad
yeah,
damage, though.
as your rage carries your arm, you start smashing its body, smash its head in.
Stay dead.
Yeah, and it's a pulpy mess, is what it is. So congratulations. It's this half human, like one arm is like a furry, like gnarled mess, and you can't see its face anymore because you just crushed its head, and its body is like sprouting like fur and is all contorted in weird ways, but it stops moving.
That's a good sign, I think.
It is, yeah.
I don't like the way your tone says he's coming back.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Ramus, what would you like to do?
It's not fine when he says it's fine.
Yeah, I'll move over here closer to Enoch. And I will cast Scorching Ray at the werewolf.
Okay.
So 3 of these. 21.
Nice.
Or 7.
Okay.
Crit
Oh.
for 13.
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
And then 14. Is that enough to hit?
Yes, 14 is okay.
Okay. For another 8.
Okay.
So,
Nice. So you blast it with your
yeah.
scorching rays, and the wolf yelps in pain. Jiva, what are you gonna do?
So now I have advantage because I'm hid last time, right?
No, he spotted you, but you can use your bonus action first to try to hide again.
Okay. Can I attack after that or?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
you can hide and shoot.
Okay. Cool. I'll hide first. So I
Make
gotta roll
a stealth.
25.
Okay, yeah, no problem. You're hidden.
And then I'll fire a shot at him.
Okay.
11.
You got a 16 because you have advantage, right?
Oh,
'Cause you're
16.
firing. So, yep, you hit, and you get to roll your damage and your sneak attack.
3d6.
7 and then a 3d6.
18. Roll well. Hey, not bad. 12.
Okay. I think you like hide, and he we see him lose track of you, and he's like looking around in the branches, and then you pop out and fire, and the crossbow bolt hits him like right in the neck, and it comes down from above, so it goes like into his neck and down into his chest, and he like coughs, and a bunch of blood like spills out onto his chest. He looks up at you, and he just like breaks it off and throws it on the ground, and you can see his body like just push the coral out, and it clatters to the floor all bloody.
Great.
And he grins up at you through a mask of blood.
Great.
Cool.
Blood masks are the greatest.
You can move if you want.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that if we're in like a really dense forest, that I can probably move from tree to tree in the rooftop, like in the
Yeah, you could make a roll to jump from where you're at to like the tree nearby. Make an athletics roll. Wouldn't be that hard.
Don't fail.
Athletics or acrobatics.
That's
either
the
one.
only thing that
Just don't
matters.
fail.
Just don't fail. Hey,
That's
you didn't
good.
fail.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Hey, all right.
Good old 20.
So you could move to like down here if you want. You like run and jump.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we just see you like leap off the branch and like land into another tree. Cool. All right. So the wolves, they are gonna go. First Berg, bite attacks. Here's the
Okay.
first bite, and then the
Nope.
second bite.
Yeah.
Nope. No, because he doesn't. There's
Because
the other
the
one's
other
still-
one is
the other one's
dead.
out. Yeah.
Ish.
He's not fighting.
Question mark.
Rarely.
He's not fighting. So.
He's leading questions.
And the other one, the other one comes running up to help.
Yeah.
The one up here, let me see. He is going to. Let me see here. Gonna cast another spell.
Yeah.
And give me one quick second to see what it is. But you hear him chanting, and he holds his hand out, and there's a rippling in the air, and I think what kind of stuff would be up in a tree?
Squirrels.
Yeah, definitely many squirrels.
Maybe of the flying variety.
Oh, I know. Okay, here we go. Let me see how many he gets. 8 of them. Okay, cool. So he
something.
points his hand up kind of in your direction, but he's not looking for you particularly, Jiva. And you hear a strange like rattling sound around you, and a bunch of giant spiders emerge from the tree around you. Let me see how far he can cast this from where he's standing. 60 feet. Okay.
I love spiders.
Yeah, you're within range. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So there are 8 of them.
Well.
And they are
Love
giant
spiders.
wolf spider.
Someone in chat says tree sharks, the distant cousin to the ever popular land shark. We should have had some tree sharks, Adam.
Tree sharks. Love it. Okay. So let me just grab some giant spiders. Anyway, that's his turn. He's gonna summon a bunch of giant spiders. So Enoch, you can go.
Yep. Normal hand crossbow attack. The one on the right. 14.
Yeah, that's a hit.
The damage is 8. But the menacing attack, he needs to make a DC. What did we say? 14. Yeah, 14 save.
Okay. What kind of save is it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. He failed. So what does that mean?
He is frightened until the next turn, which means he gets disadvantage on his attacks.
Right. Okay. Let me put a token. And it's the one you said. The one on the right.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll make sure there's no other things. Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of his fear is within its sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Right. Yes. So he's scared of you.
Yep.
And has disadvantage as long as he can see you.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Then I will. The other attack will just be a normal attack on the one behind it. For 17, it deals 9 damage. And then my bonus action will be another attack on the back one. For 13, does that hit?
13 miss.
You have bless.
Oh, that's right. Good call. Does 15 hit?
It does.
All right.
Yeah.
It does 4 damage, which is negated, but I'll use one more superiority dice to try to frighten that with a menacing attack. So another DC 14 wisdom save.
Thank you.
So them being frightened, they'll still attack me, but have
Yes, they'll
disadvantage
still
on
attack.
rolls.
Fell.
Okay. So that one fails too.
Yep. And then I will.
They attack without confidence.
I'm gonna move right next to Berg. Does that mean that they won't move towards Berg because then they're moving towards me?
Let me see.
That'd be neat. Look at you with the tactics that may or may not
Can't
work.
willingly move closer to the source of its fear. Yeah, so you'll keep that other one at bay.
Nice.
But let me double check to make sure. Okay, yeah, it's fine.
And I should be rolling an extra D8 for the damage, but it's probably negated, so I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna,
you don't need to worry about your damage.
yeah. So I'm just not going to.
Yeah, it just doesn't really matter. Okay. Cool. Berg.
Berg about to fuck on this guy. Or try to, anyways.
Okay.
Right, first attack.
Miss.
Wow.
Bless.
Bless, though. Aha!
Bless. Yep.
Bless. Yep.
What is that? The D... how
D4.
much- what is it?
D4.
D4, that's what it is. Okay. 1D4.
14.
You hit 14.
Yeah!
Nice.
We know their AC.
I thought it was
crappiest
15, and I was like, you just fucking missed. But now we know it's a 14.
Yeah, you got
No.
16 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I get that necrotic? He's still up, right?
Yeah, you still get the necrotic back. Yep.
Yee. All right. Second attack.
Hey, that's a lot of not crit, because it's not advanced.
I got excited
hit.
for a moment.
Wrong side.
Still hit.
That's good damage, though. 19.
19.
19, yep.
Okay.
How's he looking?
Well, he dies.
Double tap! Is he doing the contorting thing?
Well, you killed him with the necrotic damage, so I need you to make a wisdom
Oh,
save.
God damn
Uh-oh.
it.
Let's just consume more souls. Num. All right. See, this is where I should have used the inspiration.
I mean, you just glow for a little bit. There's no
Yeah.
other penalties, clearly.
All right, wisdom save. Here we go. Do I know what I'm saving against? Or
No, it varies depending on the thing you killed.
Hey, it's a crit.
Okay.
I love
Cool.
that it's an 18 crit because you have a -2.
shut up! Not this time, I think.
Yeah, you feel a sudden like rush of power that threatens to overwhelm you, but you're able to push it down.
This time, you foul beast.
And yeah, it falls to the ground, writhing and moaning, and its body contorting. Do you want to
Double
use
tap.
your
Yeah.
hit it again?
You're gonna
Okay.
double tap. The other one can't move towards me yet, so.
Yep.
I can do it. Bah!
Big old 13.
All right. Okay, Berg. Ramus.
I will
Berg says, "Stay, stay."
I will move
Okay.
up next to the source of the fear, and then I will cast Sacred Flame on the wolf that's left up there. So he's gonna make
Okay.
a DC 16 dex save, which he'll probably make since he's a wolf.
Yeah, he's a big wolfy guy. They're pretty good at this stuff. We'll see. Oops,
Oh,
that's con. Ignore that. I'm rolling in the
yeah.
proper one. There it is.
Miss.
Oh, Oh my god, 10 radiant damage. Bam.
Okay. So he takes 10 damage. And that's good. Anything else you want to do?
That's it.
Okay. So I think rather than because this fight I think is going to take longer than we have, but I would like to draw attention to this delightful situation.
Yeah, that is a.
They're probably like
So-
D8 spiders. Fucking Anne can take them out easy.
So, Jiva, it's your turn. You
He's
leap
like a
into
folk hero.
you leap into the other tree. We see you land. You
Mhm.
look up, and then we just see you surrounded by the glowing eyes of these spiders as they emerge from the tree. We see some of them, like one of them, come out of the knot of a tree, and they all kind of like look at you hungrily.
Or just
Cool.
So maybe we cliffhanger there, and we find out if you get spidered to death next time.
Sure, that works.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool. Let's do some shout outs. That fight is going much better than I had anticipated, and we'll talk about it in the post show.
Wow,
With 8 spiders, you
Look,
asshole.
the three of us
Yeah.
are just doing really well, guys. This fourth party member just.
I don't know, yeah.
Well,
we don't
we're
know.
dealing with the trash. We haven't got to the boss yet.
That's
so-
true.
True, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Let's do some shout outs, though. Dan, why don't you start?
All right. Hi, I'm DansGaming, /DansGaming on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, easy to find. Variety streamer, currently addicted to Darkest Dungeon. Getting really close to in-game stuff in that. So if you want to watch that, I should be live tomorrow playing that. Thanks for a great show. This has been a great episode. I've been enjoying this one, especially the Wizard Tower stuff. That was awesome. And I hope to see you guys next time.
Awesome stuff. GassyMexican, do some shout outs.
How's it going? GassyMexican or Max, you can follow me on all this stuff over, let's see if I get it the first time. I didn't.
Yep.
There, twitter.com/GassyMexican, YouTube. It's all the same. Variety caster and YouTuber playing all sorts of games and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to stream later on today, but again, follow the Twitter and I'll let you know. Good show. Fun. And sorry, you got spiders everywhere. So that sucks.
Yeah, we'll have her weigh in on that. And why don't you do some shout outs in the meantime?
Cool. Thanks for having me, guys. My name is Ammunition, and I am a broadcaster over at twitch.tv/Ammunition. I will be streaming later tonight after we do the Patreon video and everything, so probably around like 6 or a little bit after. This is only my second time on the show, but I'm having a lot of fun. It's nice kind of getting the feel of everyone's personality, so I'm looking forward to the next one. Thanks for having me, and I'll see you guys next time.
Awesome stuff. And last but not least, Mr. Adam Coble, some shout outs, please.
You can find me on Twitter at skinnyghost or at twitch.tv/Adam Coble. I am either, depending on when you look at chat, the best dungeon master or the worst piece of shit in the universe. You can find me at my channel on Wednesday this week. You'll be particularly interested in that if you're going to watch the Mouse Guard one shot, because I'm doing all my prep live at noon. So check that out. Otherwise, just stick around here because I'll be back on Saturday for Nebula Jazz.
Cool stuff. Make sure to go ask Adam questions. I think some of the cast does from time to time also visit that thread. So if you have questions for us about our characters or any decisions we made, feel free to go post it over on the community site. I think Adam was spamming the link just now, actually, or 20 seconds from now, before now.
Right.
Twitch is weird when it comes to time. We're going to go get out of here and record a Patreon post video. If you want to watch that, it's over at patreon.com/rollplay. That's it, though. We'll let you guys know when we're going to be playing next. Next Tuesday is July the 4th. So that's a big American holiday. So puts some of us out, but we'll figure out when and let you guys know as soon as possible. So we'll see you on the next episode. We're out. Bye-bye.